Hello guys, in this video, our group 7 will discuss about how do the immigration policy of the Trump administrations differ from those proposed by Vice President Kamala Harris. Before we discuss about the topic, I'm going to tell you a little bit of the background information of the Trumps and Harris. So let's go together. Okay, I will show you the information about the Trump first. Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens, New York City, and he became the 41st president in the United States on January 20, 2017. And he supports democracy and capitalism, and he believes in American nationalism and focus on individual freedoms, free market, and less government control. His main ideas include immigration reforms and tax cuts and reducing regulations, which are more conservations rather than communist or socialist. For Kamala Harris, she was born on October 20, 1964 in Oakland, California, USA, and she is the Vice President of the United States, serving since January 20, 2021, and she is the first person and the first black woman and also the first person of Southeast Asia's descent to hold this office. And prior to becoming Vice President, Harris served as a U.S. Senator from California from 2017 to 2021. As Vice President, she worked closely with President Joe Biden and represented the U.S. in various domestic and international matters. She is known for her progressive views on social justice issues, including support for criminal justice reforms, women's rights, and environment protections. Okay, this is some background information, and for details, our group member will share you guys. So let's work together.
Hello, my name is Paula, and I'm going to present about the key policy difference between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. For Donald Trump, he promised when he president, he will reduce both illegal and legal immigration. One of Trump's main promises is to start the largest deportation of undocumented immigrants in the U.S. He said he would use all government resources to make it happen. So the other policy that he might bring back is zero tolerance. This policy is to separate families who cross the border illegally, and they will leave the children held in the U.S. facilities, and parents will sent back to their home countries. Trump also wants to make it harder for people seeking for the safety like Islam to harder to be live in the U.S. So Trump has promised to bring back a stricter version of his 2017 travel ban, which blocked travelers from several majority Muslim countries to address terrorism. Trump also wants to end birthright citizenship for children born in the U.S. When undocumented parents born their children, the children will not be automatically U.S. citizenship. He will deny the passport and the social security numbers like that. And for the policy of Kamala Harris, she promised to support a proposal from a bipartisan group of senators that aim to hear thousands border asylum officers to handle the immigration process more effectively. This also will allow the president to close the border if irregular crossing reach a certain level, and would make it harder for people to claim as the asylum. The standard of asylum will highlight that. She would also work to create more legal ways for people to come to the U.S., like refugee programs and work visa and temporary stays for people living in the U.S. So while the policies of Harris and Trump differ on many things, but they both work on to secure the border security and reforming the asylum system. So this is all for my part. Thank you.
My name is Naman. I represent about comparison policy between Trump and Harris. My concerns are inflation, taxes, immigration, and foreign policy. For the inflation, Harris' priority is to reduce food and housing costs working families including planning currency price growing. Having first time home buyer increasing buying house supply and raising the maximum wage. And for the Trump, who was aim to end inflation and make America affordable again. But impose higher import taxes which could increase prices. And for taxes, Harris plan to raise tax on business and American earning for 400,000 a year, while also ending the tax burden on family through child tax credit. And she disagreed with Biden on capital gain tax, while Trump proposed $1 trillion taxes cut primarily benefit the wealthy. And for immigration, Harris who tried the southern border crisis, we emphasize her experience as a force shooter in California. For the Trump pledges to seal the border with the war and increase enforcement, but he argued Republicans to abandon highlight immigration bill. He also promised a largest mass deportation of the undocumented migrant in U.S. history. And for foreign policy, Harris pledged to support Ukraine and ensure the U.S. win the 21st century competition, advocating for two-state solution between Ireland and Palestine. And Trump, on the other hand, has an isolation foreign policy and plan to end the war in Ukraine through a negotiated settlement with Russia. This is all my part, and Samsung will continue to present. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Xiang Simon. Now I'm present about asylum and refugee. So what is the difference between asylum and refugee and an asylum seeker? The seeker is someone who have left their home country and to find protect in another country, where it is waiting for a final decision on their request. If accepted, they are recognized and recognized as a refugee. However, not all asylum seekers refuse refugee status, though all refugees start as asylum seeker. For the refugee is someone who have left their home country and cannot go back due to a serious risk of harm. This risk may come from state prison because of their race, religion, and nationality, social group, or political view. How time administration manage asylum. The term administration manage asylum by making it harder for people to seek protection in the U.S. and they create rules that focus on manage asylum seekers to wait in Mexico while their cases were reviewed and made deal with Central American countries so that some asylum seekers would go there instead. They also put stricter limit on who could apply for asylum. This policy aimed to reduce the number of people crossing the border to seek asylum. And how the Kamala Harris on refugees. The Vice President Kamala Harris is working to solve the problem that make people leave their home, and especially in Central America. She is trying to help with issues like poverty and violence. Harris wants to allow more refugees into the U.S. to make the process of seeking an asylum better. She also work with other countries for the better protection and the protection they need. This means the creating is so far away for refugees to come to the U.S. for more simple detail about political, and that's all about my presentation. Thank you.
Hello, I am a presenter Naomi. On my part, I am responsible to explain about the different policy between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump on pathway to citizenship. So firstly, let's start with Kamala Harris' pathway to citizenship. In her policy, there were three policies. The first one is advocacy for Drummers. She was providing a pathway to citizenship for DACA and Drummer for who migrate in the U.S. The second one is immigration philosophy. So Kamala Harris welcomes individuals from diverse background, culture. So the third one is legislative focus. So Kamala Harris aims to work with Congress to create fair immigration policy for the migration. So on the other hand, let's talk about Donald Trump's pathway to citizen. In his policy, the first one is limited pathway. So Donald Trump limited or no support for the migrant. So the second one is immigration philosophy. So for who want to be a citizen in the U.S., Donald Trump will focus on the skill. If one of the immigrants have skills, so it's gonna be his citizenship. So the third one is focus on American worker. So Donald Trump will limit support to the migration, so he will focus on production American jobs. So to sum up, for Kamala Harris promotes a broad and inclusive pathway to citizenship. And so for the Donald Trump, he advocates for a limited pathway, prioritizations, scale, and American job protection. So this is all my part.
Hi, my name is Nang Ying Wei Shenlen, and I will continue our presentation. The last topic is the experience of immigrant in the U.S. from Myanmar. Immigrants from Myanmar, also known as Burma, have experienced a variety of challenges in the United States, including discrimination, adaptation, and intergenerational conflict. Number one, discrimination. Refugees from Myanmar have experienced discrimination in education and other areas of life. For example, one study found that most students in U.S. high school were segregated into vocational classes or placed in classes apart from their American peers. Another study found that refugee adolescents experience so much discrimination that some threaten to drop out of or feign illness to avoid school. Number two is adaptation. Refugees from Myanmar have faced challenges adaptation to life in the United States, including learning a new language and navigating social expectation. And number three is intergenerational conflict. There is intergenerational conflict with the Burmese and Buddhist population in the United States. Resources are needed to help parents and children better understanding each other. And the next one is economic state. Job training and development can help improve the socio-economic state of refugees. The Burma diaspora in the United States is growing community made up of people who feel Myanmar due to political persecution, economic hardship, and ethnic conflict.
So in our group perspective, we say those who favor strict immigration controls, often due to concerns about job compensation from foreign workers or cultural preservation, may be inclined to support Trump. Additionally, voters who prioritize limiting immigration to protect local employment and opportunities, or those with concern about maintaining national identity, may find his policy appealing. Those who seeking for scholarship opportunities or pathways to enter the U.S., particularly refugees and migrants, are more likely to support Harris. Her policies appeal to individuals who prioritize expanded immigration options and legal protection for newcomers. So this is all for our presentation. Thank you.